Uh, the dog has 39 pairs of chromosomes. These are genetic parts that make up hereditary components of the dog. So 76 of these pairs are autosomes, which means they control body parts, while two of those chromosomes are determinants of sex, whether a puppy born is a male or a female is dependent on the type of chromosome their parents give them. So male dogs usually donate the Y, while the female will donate the X. These are determinants of the sex of the puppies. So genes are segments of the DNA. This picture here is showing the DNA, that red picture, which is an arrangement of chromosomes and genetic materials. The dogs have about 19,000 genes, and these genes determine different uh, phenotypes. The
Mm,
phenotypes could include
it's not that
their appearance, their color, their size, and other behaviors that are determined by interaction between the gene and the environment. So these traits can be inherited from the parents to their offsprings. Okay, and we have what we call heritability, which measures the traits that are variable due to genetics. And then breeders use heritability to predict the transmission of such traits. We'll give examples in the future slides. Okay, so professional breeders should be aware of the following terms: genetic diversity, inbreeding, crossbreeding, line breeding, backcross, and coefficient of breeding. All these are terms that are used to explain crossbreeding between one breed and another. So, what is genetic diversity? It is the different range of inherited traits within a species. In this case, we are talking about dogs. So, we can have various traits that are heritable between the parents and their offspring. So this may include diseases, some abilities, like for example, dogs that are used for security purposes have certain traits that make them good for those purposes, and all the other traits that are required by dog owners. So crossbreeding is mating between two different dog breeds. For example, you can have German Shepherd and Rottweiler. Then outcrossing is referring to non-selective breeding in which you breed from outside a particular population of dogs to get a particular trait that you are interested in. Then inbreeding is breeding between related individuals. In these terms, we are talking about dogs. So if you breed between two brothers or sisters of dogs, then you are doing what you call inbreeding. Inbreeding is not required because it has certain disadvantages. It brings out some problems, some diseases, it decreases growth rate and the rest. Okay, so as a breeder, you need to know selection criteria to select the type of animals that you want to breed. And these selection criteria include selecting appropriate breeding stock, that means the original parents. Breeders should focus on selecting dogs with desirable physical and behavioral traits. You as corso breeders should know what type of features you want from the dog. So these are features that you focus on, while also considering their health and genetic background. So health is very important because there's no point breeding dogs and then they end up dying from diseases. So it's important to understand the health history of some breeds. And selection should aim to improve breed standards and reduce prevalence of genetic diseases. Phenotypic selection should consider breed specific traits like color, size, the size of the ear, size of the body, all those features that are desired by dog owners. In Nigeria, we have a lot of common breeds that are popular, but the commonest ones are German Shepherds, Rottweiler, Caucasian Shepherd, the Kenkeso, American Bulldog, Na- Napoli, Neapolitan Mastiff, and all the other ones. Okay, so after selecting the breed of your interest, you need to take care of certain things before you start breeding. Number one thing to do is to check for health. Health issues are one of the major problems that are faced by breeders in Nigeria. So before breeding, both the father, that's the sire, and the dam, that's the mother, should undergo thorough veterinary examination to ensure they are healthy and free from infectious diseases. Such diseases like brucellosis and leptospirosis are major problems that have caused dog breeders a huge monetary loss. They should also undergo vaccination against common diseases like the DHLPP and rabies. These are very important parts of any breeding preparation. And we should also be able to control parasites in such dogs. Parasites like Babesia, Ehrlichia, which are common problems with dogs. This should be undertaken by the veterinarian. Then nutrition. If you don't feed the dogs properly, then they will not be able to become pregnant, or if they become pregnant, there could be a lot of losses due to poor nutrition. So poor nutrition is a major hindrance to dog breeding. So proper nutrition is vital from both the mother and the father. So you should make sure that they have a balanced diet that will take care of their needs. This table shows the different stages of breeding. So pre-pregnancy, you should give high quality digestible diet, which optimizes the health and facility of the both the male and the female. Then early pregnancy diet, this should not be high in amounts, but it should be slight increase above the normal feed that you give a non-pregnant dog. It should have high protein and fat and low fiber because dogs are not able to digest fiber very well. So this will support early fetal development. Then late pregnancy diet should have significant increase in energy and other nutrients like minerals and vitamins. This is because the babies that are growing in the womb, they require a lot of energy for their growth and development. Then finally, we have the lactation nutrition, which should have increased protein and energy. This will support milk production by the mother to ensure that the puppies are growing very well. So after that, um, getting the dog pregnant, usually there are two main methods. The first one is through natural breeding, in which you select the male dog and then ensure that the female dog is on heat before you breed her. Female dogs usually come on heat once every 6 months, so it's important to call your vet to monitor her to determine when she will be on heat. Or the vet doctor can induce her to be on heat through using certain drugs and examining the time she'll come on heat. So this is the first method. When you have a male dog with you, then you can breed her. It is important to note that dogs are able to accommodate more than one male. So you can have one male breeding the dog, and then another one will go and meet her again, and she will conceive from a separate male. So if you are controlling your breeding, you don't want any type of puppy, then definitely you should control the type of male dogs that will be in contact with your female dog. Okay. So also it is what no noteworthy that you know the gestation period of the dog. That's the pregnancy period. It's usually 60 to 63 days in which the dog now can now deliver her puppies. Whelping should be